Shalom. Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all of the praises and the glory to the Most High and the Son, Yahweh Bashmi Shai, Bashim Rakah Kwadash, which is the Holy Spirit. And I'm giving the double honors to the apostles of the great millstone that told me this truth. And as well as giving the salutations thereof towards the Akim that are forwarding this truth as well. And shalom to the Akim that can't forward this truth, but wish to, but side and support us, and as well as the Akwafiam as well. All right, and it's your brother Laban coming at you with another video, and in regards to the third war, which cometh quickly. As you can see, I'm on the dailymail.co.uk, and just to jump right into this. So this reads, Vladimir Putin sends nuclear threat after Ukraine reportedly gets the green light from the U.S. to launch drone strikes in Russia following attacks on Ukrainian cities. Vladimir Putin's henchmen warned last night that the fighting in Ukraine could escalate into an all-out nuclear war after America gave Ukraine the green light to launch drone strikes deep inside Russia. The Russian officials were responding to reports that the Pentagon had told Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky that he can launch the attacks within Russia, which the U.S. previously advised against, fearing an all-out war between Russia and NATO. One source in Putin's circle said last night, this is playing with fire, risking full-scale war which could easily go nuclear. Another said, who will now give Moscow the green light for strikes against Ukrainian decisions making centuries? And I watched a little bit of redacted news, and what they found out was, Ukraine doesn't have the energy to even perform strikes on Russia to begin with. So in this case, as Vladimir Putin speaks, against Ukraine, what he's really speaking against is the American military, which is fronting the Ukrainian military in this case. All right, because last time we done already checked, we know that Ukraine is nothing more than little Russia, and they can't defend themselves against the big father Russia. All right, so that's just that, and Ukraine's already destroyed to a degree as it looks. Okay, and I just want to read something else too in regards to the chief of NATO. I'll be right back. Yeah, so I'm back. Yeah, so this is what's his name? Yeah, Secretary General Jens Stoltenberg. So this is what he says. He says World War III fears as NATO chief talks possibility of major war with Russia. NATO's Secretary General Jens Stoltenberg has spoken of his fear that the war in Ukraine will get out of control and spread into a major war between NATO and Russia. And that's all I'm going to read right there and there, as I've read to you in the other article. And he should be afraid of that, because eventually it will get out of control. And, I'm going to just bring out some precepts, just a couple of precepts, because I just want to do these videos and get to the point. And, according to the book of Ezekiel 38, you have the allies of Russia, which are going to be, involved in all of this. And you already know Russia's going to definitely take care of their allies. And I just want to get to the point. And we're going to read Ezekiel 38, and we're going to begin by reading verse 4. And I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, and I will bring thee forth, and all thy armor, horses and horsemen, all over them clothed with all sorts of armor, and even a great company with buckler and shield, and of them handling swords. And and also, as I believe, as we all believe, as we should, is that the USSR is coming back together, and then you're going to have these allies in conjunction with that, Persia, which is the modern day Iran, Ethiopia. They're obviously doing business down in Ethiopia too. There's some articles on that, and Libya with them, and all of them with shield and helmet. And Gomer and all his bands, which is the Turkish, the house of Togarmah, the North Quarters, and all his bands, and many people with thee. And I don't know if Turkey is still in between NATO and the allies of Russia. All right, but eventually we know that if that is not the case, if they're not joined with Russia already, then they will. All right, and basically it's going to lead to Joel's prophecy coming in full effect, where you know pretty much all of these nations are going to get involved into this, as this reads in the book of Joel 3:9. So this reads, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war and wake up the mighty men, and let all of the men of war draw near, and let them come up. Beat your plowshares into swords, and your pruning hooks into spears, and let the weak say that I am strong. And you have these nations that were once upon a time economically poor, that have now become strong economically, and they have the military power now. All right, just to keep that short, assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about, to the cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Lord, and let the heathen be wakened, and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat, for there will I sit to judge all of the heathen round about. And all of this is going to happen because of the controversy of Zion, because of what the nations did unto Zion. And that's why this is going to happen. But like I said, Russia and the U.S., which is really what's really going on, like they tell you that it's Ukraine and this and that. No, it's not. It ain't got nothing to do with Ukraine. Ukraine's already been defeated, and they can't defeat Russia at all. They can't stand neck and neck to Russia, even if they wanted to. So this is really America and Russia. But we already know, according to Bible prophecy, how that's going to end. And just one last prophecy that I want to read is in the book of, I think it's Isaiah 29, Isaiah 59 or something like that. Let me do this. Yeah, this is it. Yes, I was wrong. Jeremiah 50 and verse 9. So this reads, for lo, I will raise and cause to come up against Babylon an assembly of great nations from the north country, as we just read in the book of Ezekiel 38. And they shall set themselves in array against her. From thence she shall be taken, and their arrows shall be as the mighty expert man, and none shall return in vain. So, Russia's going to do their thing, and America's going to be no more. That's where it's going to end up. So this is why the NATO chief, Stoltenberg, whatever his name is, and it's funny how he was leading into the cause, but now he's saying, you know what, I don't really want to get involved in this, man, because this is going a bit too far, and it's going to get too far. Okay, Esau and Esau, baby, and that's just the way this devil's going to go out. It's going to be between the two powerful nations among these Edomites, and it's going to take Esau and Esau to really bring each other down, as it is written, a house that which is divided against itself cannot stand. The kingdom cannot stand if the people are divided against themselves. And that's how Israel fell apart. So this is the way that they're going to fall apart. They're going to fight each other, and it's going to be the end of them. We're going to get the kingdom. So that's all I have to really say. If I missed something out, I'm going to just do another video. And with that, I'm closing, and I say shalom.